Well, the case against Hunter Biden is growing larger as Senators Ron Johnson and Chuck Grassley submit more than 200 pages of bank records to the U.S. attorney leading the criminal probe against the president's son. The senators claim the records show, quote, the Biden family's connection to the Chinese regime and persons connected to its military and intelligence elements. Here with more is Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson. Senator Johnson, thanks for joining us this morning. This seems very serious to me. Again, we have Hunter Biden connected to energy companies that are connected to the Chinese Communist Party. Have you had any Democrats on the Senate side calling for the kind of investigation that you want into this?
Good morning, Rachel. Is that a serious question? No, we haven't. You know, what's so depressing about this is the FBI has had Hunter's laptop since December 2019. You know, we've had the Treasury records, and we issued our report over 2 years ago in September 2020. This evidence has been hiding in plain sight. You know, we have whistleblowers now saying that U.S. Attorney Weiss doesn't have the resources to conduct a serious investigation. They've been sitting on this. And so we released the bank records we obtained on the basis of those Treasury records, and we've just turned that over to the U.S. Attorney Weiss. He should already have these. He should have had these, the U.S. Justice Department should have had these over 3 years ago as soon as they took possession of Hunter Biden's laptop, but they've been sitting on it. We do not have a system of justice here that's equal.
Senator Johnson, this is not just a corruption case. This is a case of national security. I think the laptop that you talked about, the laptop from hell, showed that Hunter Biden was paying his father's bills, that all of this stuff was mixed up. He had, Joe Biden and Jill Biden had keys to the office where Hunter Biden was operating out of. And so did a man who was connected to the Chinese Communist Party as well. So these things, as you said, are hiding in plain sight. But this is not about corruption. Our president is compromised. This is serious stuff.
Yeah, Rachel, there's really been a mountain of evidence here. It's been pretty obvious to us, but the news media completely ignored Senator Grassley's and my report. They obviously censored and suppressed the Hunter laptop, that story. And of course, we were trying to warn the American public that this level of compromise, and obviously President Biden is compromised. This is affecting our national security, and you're exactly right from that standpoint.
Yeah. Yeah. He's had changed our entire energy policy, and yet he's in bed with the Chinese energy companies. It's incredible. Let's talk a little bit about your race, because if you win, you may have a better hand in bringing some of this to light and pressuring the DOJ to do what they need to do in terms of this investigation. Talk to me about your race and what is your sort of final word to the people of Wisconsin, your closing argument, if you will, as you are touring the state.
Well, we are starting that tour. Yesterday, we kind of did the test run. But next 10 days, we'll make over 60 stops, over 3,000 miles, and that's added to the thousands of miles I put on. But the campaign is largely truth versus lies. That's all the Democrats have because they can't defend their record. 40-year high inflation, record gas prices, purposely driven higher to force everybody into electric vehicles that we don't have the rare earth minerals to even produce. Skyrocketing crime, an open border, a flood of deadly drugs. So, listen, Democrat policies, Democrat governments have been a disaster for this country. These people need to be stopped. They need to be thoroughly defeated. And that's pretty much the closing argument. I hope that Wisconsin will not support somebody who is largely hostile to law enforcement, shows that he just has contempt and disdain for America and for Wisconsinites.
Yeah, well, Senator Johnson, I have been following you, for years, but especially during the pandemic and throughout the Hunter Biden corruption case. No one has been more courageous than you in bringing things to light. And I think because of that, your race is probably the most important Senate race in the country. We wish you luck because our government needs more transparency. We need equal justice. And we need to get to the bottom of all the lies told during the pandemic that destroyed lives and businesses and American dreams. So we wish you luck, Senator. Thank you for joining us.
Well, hope to see you and Sean on the bus tour. Love to have you. Have a great day.
You got it. Thanks, Senator Johnson.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.